trolls be really diverting the conversation, and y'all, please stop letting them do that. Please stop. And so my point is like this, like, divestors have other channels that don't talk about Black femicide, right? There are so many channels that do content for Black women that don't highlight Black femicide victims. But divestors are guilting dark-skinned women that have platforms that focus on promotion and leveling up. For the most part, that's what we focus on over here, right? The divestors are guilting dark-skinned women who have platforms the most for not highlighting Black femicide stories every day like they do. And I have seen them call out like the Hotep Black women, the pro-Black women, but not as much as they do me. They don't drag them like they do me and be like, oh, you don't care and all this stuff. And the only explanation for them, the divestors, not...
The reason why is because they have way too much of the people in your space coming over to their space. Right? This is what's the biggest problem is obviously we're annoyed and tired of your hateful platform and your followers coming over to our side being a problem. That's one thing. Your message alienates most Black women. Let's just be honest about this. You keep saying dark-skinned Black women as if that's going to correlate to Black women. It doesn't. It actually alienates Black women. Most Black women aren't light-skinned. So there's no place for Black women to go that is mainly for light-skinned women, right? It's not like we could do a golden sphere thing for the brown-skinned Black woman. It's not really common to do that, So there's no space for the brown-skinned woman, which is most Black women. So you literally alienate most Black women off of your platforms. Then it's not just that you do that, because that's what you choose to do with your platform, right? No, what you do is you create a certain mindset. You create a certain perspective of your followers. Your followers have a perspective that you're only going to see people through your own phenotype, your own skin tone. Everybody else, you're not going to see them in the same light. So you're going to carry that mentality all the way over to the divestor side of YouTube. And you're not far from the sector. This is why we see a lot of colorism, criers or whatever, that come over to the divested spaces. And they start singing about their colorism woes or whatever, which don't exist. But you know what I'm saying. So that's what is the situation with these type of situations. Is you specifically are saying that why are they going after you? Because your people are in their space too much. Your space is shared with their space. Divestors share a space with you because we're all in the same sector, basically. Not really personally for me, because I don't always talk about this, but I'm just saying many people in this sector are in this space. This is a space you guys share, basically, the BWE space. You are in there, and a lot of content creators share the same viewers, so they share the same types of voices that come to their platforms. So yes, you are affecting divested platforms when you have a divisive message that is only focused on your own image. What the heck does that do to people who aren't light or dark? That completely alienates them. And it's just annoying. You try to claim that you're pro-Black women, but you're not really, because you are colorist against everybody who's not dark-skinned. You made videos against people based off of their skin tone, who were light-skinned, who were lighter-skinned, who were brown-skinned. You didn't just make it about biracials. You didn't just make it about light-skins even. You made it about basically most Black women, because most Black women aren't dark-skinned Black women, by your standard. So your divisiveness hurts a lot of black women. And it's understandable they wouldn't like divisiveness in their space when they're sharing a message that they care about all black women's safety. And that's what their message is about black women's safety regardless of color. And your message is just about a specific type of black woman who's dark enough for you to relate to. That is a different thing. And it wouldn't affect anyone if you weren't in the same space. You're in the same space. You dominate this space. You're the biggest bully of this space. You have 220,000 subscribers in your space, along with the other girl who has like 300,000. So you guys are two big content creators in this space. So, of course, it affects everybody else in the space when you guys are extremely divisive, which is stupid and crazy of the other individual because it's like, why the heck is she so divisive against women that look like her? Because she's not even a dark-skinned girl. She's like my color. She's like a lighter-skinned woman. But I always thought that was another story and another situation. Really, honestly, what's going on there is, some light-skinned saviors and lighter-skinned women will try to use being a savior or focusing on dark skin to put the heat off of them, so then they can actually attract the colorist man who's gonna look over dark-skinned women for them, because that one's actually attracted to black men and is married to a black man who's dark-skinned, so you can tell what's going on there. Anyway, my whole point was the divisive message, regardless of your color, is poisonous for the community because these people in this sector are trying to have a message of black women. They're not trying to have a message of dark-skinned black women. They're trying to have a message of black women. And you're eroding that message by just saying dark-skinned black women all the time. So that's why they have an issue with you, because you are saying you only care about your own image, which means you put more value in dark-skinned black women and dark-skinned black women's lives. Of course, someone who has a femicide channel that obviously talks about black women of all colors losing their life to violence is very different and will obviously not have the same message as you, who are talking about corrective promotion or whatever for dark-skinned black women. So that's all I have to say on there. I'm going to be done. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day.